It is time for Mayor Monday. This morning we're headed to Washington County, checking in with this small but growing community.
Forest Grove, one of the oldest cities in Washington County, and joining us live with some updates for Forest Grove Mayor Peter Truax. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
All
Welcome
right.
to the Grove.
All right. Nice to see you. Good to be there. Well, you know, voters did pass the local option levy funding core public services, including fire, police, parks and recreation, library. Just tell us how much this is going to help your community. Do some of the things that need to be done there.
Well, it goes into effect in a year. The levy was a reauthorization, so it increased from our local option of $1.60 per thousand of assessed value to $1.95, and that will, as I said, go into effect on July 1st of next year. It helps us keep pace with the increasing cost of government. Police, fire, you mentioned them, parks and recreation, and our library system all are funded in part by this particular levy. So we needed that particular help, and the voters were kind enough to give us a 60% to 40% margin in passing that levy. So it, as you said, it will help us a great deal in the coming years, and it's for 5 years, as I said, beginning July 1st of next year.
So let's talk about some infrastructure right now. As Forest Grove continues to grow, you know, there's going to be some demands on existing infrastructure. I know you've got your eye on some improvements at the intersection at Highway 47 and Maple Fern Hill. Talk about that area and what needs to happen.
Maple Street and Fern Hill, when they intersect with Highway 47, do so at an angle that is pretty dicey, and it allows has been the scene of a number of accidents. Unfortunately, more than a couple of fatal accidents. And we have been in conversation with the state, since it's a state highway, and with Washington County, since Fern Hill is a county road just outside the city. And ourselves with Maple Street, we have been trying to put our heads together to come up with a solution. The configuration of the intersection was rather awkward. We will probably be looking at signalizing that intersection over the next year and a half, I would hope.
Yeah, Forest Grove is within the Metro District, and I understand that there's a new natural park area, Chehalem Ridge. Tell us about that.
Chehalem Ridge came online. They had the grand opening last month. Unfortunately, I missed it, but had taken a tour a number of years ago when the purchase was first made by Metro of the former timberland, and they've been working on it ever since then. And the grand opening is a culmination of Metro's parks project in Washington County and throughout the region. That particular bond is up for renewal, and Metro is discussing whether or not to put that out before the voters. I hope they do, and if they do, I will be one of the people supporting it, because it brings about areas such as Chehalem Ridge in Washington County to be part of the park structure for Metro, for Forest Grove, indeed for the region.
It is a beautiful area, and especially as we see some of that continued growth into the West Metro. That's a nice thing to have, that space carved out. Now, Mayor, you've announced you're not running for re-election this November. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about that and kind of how you are winding things down here in your term.
Well, I spent 28 years as a public school teacher, and then the last 22 years on the Forest Grove City Council and mayor. And some of those two periods overlap, so it's only been about 47 years that I've been involved in public service. So I figure it's about time for somebody else to come along and build on what I would like to think that I have helped to accomplish. I have indicated in the past that I will be turning 76 next month, excuse me. And if I were to run and be reelected at the end of that term, I would be 80 years old. And white guys running governments in this state that I probably need to step aside. So I'm good with that.
Well, it sounds like it looks like you've got a good place to step aside to, because if that's your home there, it looks like a beautiful
I was going to
backyard you
say,
got there.
a nice interview al fresco this morning. That's great.
Yeah, we sort of planned it that way.
Yeah. Forest Grove Mayor Peter Truax, thank you for joining us. Pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
Learn more about what's happening in communities all across our area by watching our previous Mayor Monday segments on KOIN.com. Click on AM Extra.